That's a great job by the Tuckahoe cheerleaders. Now let's meet the Weedsport cheerleaders for many weeks in a row.
Ashley Flett, senior.
Samantha Frere, senior.
Angelina Barros, junior.
Erica Roden, junior. Lindsay Bigness, sophomore. Corinne Maltese, sophomore.
Nikki Whiting, freshman.
Crystal Stevens, sophomore.
Kathy Rosa, sophomore.
Tanya Nevedomsky, sophomore.
Ryan Lamphere, sophomore.
Christina Wilkinson, sophomore.
Allison Thompson, sophomore.
Sarah Black, freshman.
Sarah made it with a broken ankle. Hey, Coach, I'm going to start charging you rent here. You're here every week.
Well, I feel like we're practically living here on the weekends, but it's great.
What do we have going on here? They're going to perform for us.
They're going to do a sideline called Dynamite, and that's what we're kind of hoping we're going to be like in the second half.
Team's playing like dynamite. Let's let them get into it.
Okay, thank you.
Ready? Go! We're dynamite! We're dynamite! We're tick, 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 boom, dynamite! Boom, boom, dynamite! We're dynamite! We're dynamite! We're tick, 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 boom, dynamite! Boom, boom, dynamite! Hold up! Wait a minute! Put a little boom in it!
And that was the Weedsport cheerleaders. We're at halftime. We're tied at 14. A lot more coming up right after this with Mark and Dale. You're watching Time Warner Sports, Channel 26. Keep it here.
Weedsport Warriors and the Tuckahoe Tigers are tied at 14 as we get ready to start the third quarter. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half, and there were several, especially the first few possessions, Dale.
Well, we talked about two running teams, and don't we get Melendez looking downfield for Alexander for the first touchdown for Tuckahoe. And now watch Nat Miller, balls in the ground, picks it up on the fumble and gets into the end zone. Nice job by Miller. And then we talked about Maravik. Joey Maravik, number 68, had a good first half for Tuckahoe. Now let's check out Weedsport. Again, we're talking about the running game. Doesn't Coolbaugh find his favorite target, Adam Sweet, right down the hash mark for their first touchdown. Of course, you can't have a Weedsport game without number 2 or number 4. This is number 2, Bach. Brad Bach getting to the outside for the touchdown. And then finally, watch Coolbaugh is going to knock this ball up into the hands of Adam Sweet. Ended effectively the first half.
All right, and the first half numbers on both sides, and as we would expect, pretty even other than time of possession.
Yeah.
But both offenses controlling things early, and then the defenses took over.
Well, that time of possession could be important because they've had to play defense. Weedsport's had to play a little bit more defense. They might be a little tired, but they don't seem to be to me. So that could be in the fourth quarter something to check.
Well, the Tuckahoe Tigers will get the first crack at the scoreboard. It would appear anyway. They'll get the ball first here in the second half as Brandon McGill gets set to kick things off for the Weedsport Warriors. Anybody's ball game.
You know what? Nobody can complain about field position. They've been doing the squib kicks. Everybody's getting the ball in the 30 to 40-yard line.
Class D state championship game here at the Carrier Dome. First of 3 games here this afternoon. And we have 2 of them here on Time Warner Sports. As the kick returned out to the 23-yard line. Called the 25, actually. That's where the Tigers will take over. Jeff Williams down on the tackle. And look at all the paint on Jeff Williams' helmet. And speaking of paint, how about the paint Dan Liedke had on earlier? Let's see if he's washed that off.
Well, Mark, it all came off miraculously. I
Excellent.
don't know how I did it, but I caught up with some of the Tuckahoe coaches coming off the field, onto the field, I should say, and they said to their players at halftime, keep your composure, trust how you were coached all season long, and good things will happen. So it's all about composure and keeping their focus.
All right, Dan, good thing you cleaned the Weedsport paint off before you talked to the Tuckahoe coaches. He might not have gotten very far.
Well, composure is very big in a state game, and they've had a couple of penalties and unsportsmanlike and some penalties that really it shows a loss of composure. So he just want to remind them, we didn't do that to get here. Don't get in a big game and change things. Let's just do the way you've been coached, which is good advice.
And the Tuckahoe Tigers have been rolling in the playoffs. 47-6 last week coming into this game. It's a second down and 8. Ball is on the ground again. Melendez picks it up. And he got back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. It'll be 3rd and 8 coming up. That ball's been on the ground a few times for Tuckahoe.
You know, one of these things in this offense, you don't think you have to do much. Melendez, you know, hand the ball off, but you know, there's a lot of ball handling skills. Now that looked like a center exchange. He didn't get the ball right, but one of the things, you know, people think with a quarterback in this offense doesn't do much, but you know what? You have to be very deft and be able to handle that ball, and Melendez has done a pretty good job. I don't think he got that from his center on that play, so it's 3rd and long.
4 for 5 on 3rd down. Double handoff. Here's Alexander. 1st down. Alexander cuts it up the sideline out at midfield. Jeff Williams pushed him out of bounds, but a good gain for Alexander. And a big 1st down, and he kind of loping along there. Didn't really seem to be running hard, but he's got those long legs.
Ran the reverse, got a great block from Gazetta, number 18. You're not going to see it up on the left-hand side of the screen, and then he just did a nice job of getting downfield, because that's the one to get to the perimeter, and the way to get to the perimeter on this team apparently is use that reverse, that double handoff, get him going one way and bring it back the other.
23-yard pickup for Alexander. You see his rushing numbers for this game. He also has a touchdown catch. And here's Cortijo, gets across midfield and running hard. Got about 3 yards on 1st down, brought down by Nevedomski. Mike Case also in there.
And I'm sure that Coach Mosier said, cut back, cut back, cut back. We got 4 linebackers running a 4-4. Don't over pursue. He's going to cut back on you. And there he cuts back right there. Now, linebacker there got in, made a nice play. But one of the things that they've had a lot of success with is running the cutback against this Weedsport defense.
2nd and 7 at the 47. Cortijo stopped again. Mike Case there again for Weedsport. Kerry Green also in on the tackle. It'll be 3rd down again for Tuckahoe.
Kerry Green, one of those defensive ends on the bottom there. Stop that play. You're going to see it develop right here. You see him get down low right there. That's the way to take that guy. You do not want to get up on his waist. He's got the big rib pads on. You're not going to get anything to grab onto anyway. You got to take him low. He's a tough runner. They got him there, but how long can you hold him?
They gave him a yard on that carry. It's 3rd and 6. This time tries to get the corner, cuts it inside, and he got down to the 40. And it looks like another 1st down. Although this official is spotting him just short of the 40. So it could be 4th and inches.
Talk about the defense. Look at Williams. Look what he's got to do. He says, all right, I got to go down. I got to just take the interference out. Almost got off the block, but Coolbaugh not able to bring there. He finally brings him down, but it's going to be 4th and very short. But Axel Cortillo up over 100 yards. 6 yards per carry, and he is doing the work for the Tuckahoe Tigers. These helmets look like Clemson helmets, though.
They really do, yeah, with the big paw on there.
Yep.
4th and inches, and the Tigers will go for it. Quick handoff, 1st down. Nat Miller.
Good thing they didn't need much.
Yeah, he dived across the 40, and that's all he needed to do, and he got the 1st down for the Tigers, and they keep the football.
Went with the fullback on the quick hitter. Boy, he took a shot, got driven sideways, but you can see he was up over. Let's see who made that first hit. Oh, it was Bach. Brandon Bach made the hit from his linebacker position out of that 4-4 that they run, 8-man front.
That's pretty good against a much bigger defensive line to run it right at him. I guess if you only need a few inches, you expect to be able to get that, and they did. 1st down, Tuckahoe. There's Miller. Slipping through some tackles, got down to the 32.
Nice play there. They got you thinking Cortillo outside, and then they give it to the second man who cuts up inside off of Cortillo. Watch right here. Here's Cortillo in motion. Fake to Cortillo. Now give it to the second guy. Now anybody goes out with Cortillo, then he cuts up inside as they, obviously you're gunning to stop number 20, and number 3 gets the ball. Did a nice job of bringing up inside. So Miller, the guy who scored the last touchdown, got just about 2 yards short of the first. There's Nat Miller.
One of 2 Nats on this team. Also a Nat Benson out there. And this is Melendez on the keeper. He's got a 1st down across the 30 down to the 28-yard line of Weedsport. And the Tigers on the march again.
One of the keys here, obviously, in this kind of game as you watch this, you're going to see on the replay, is ball security, holding on to the ball. Now, the quarterback, he just kept that. He made a little fake, but you want to make sure that you hold on to that ball because you may not get it back again. Both of these teams with the possession-type offense they have, you don't want to make a turnover. We haven't had, the interception, which was in the end zone, but basically, you don't want to get that ball on the ground. We've had it on the ground a couple times. It hasn't been disastrous for either team.
Tuckahoe, good hole, right side, inside the 25 before he's driven back by Brad Bach. They're going to spot him at the 24 and give him about 5 yards on first down.
It's all about making the tackle, and he got him low. Watch what he does when he drives him, because this guy outweighs him by 35 pounds. Watch right here. Next one, right there. Classic tackle, head down in the shoulder. He can't lock it up, but he's driving him backwards.
Tuckahoe takes a lot of shots because he doesn't go down easy.
No, he does not.
And ends up taking a little more abuse. There he is again. Bounces it outside. And nothing doing. Jim Scarborough, Mike Coolbaugh coming up to make the tackle. It'll be 3rd and 5.
Now they stopped him from getting to the perimeter there. And he does that. See, he came to a complete stop. What he tries to do is set up these guys so then he can start up again. And he's got the foot speed, he figures. Watch right here. Stop. Now I'm going to take it to the outside. A good pursuit. And you see number 65 right over there quickly. Scarborough, and then Coolbaugh finished him off. Big 3rd down.
And the Weedsport fans making some noise. On 3rd and 5 at the 24. Melendez incomplete. 4th down and a very late flag coming down. Melendez trying to hit the Giacomo, his leading receiver. And we'll see what the late flag is. An illegal man downfield. That will likely be declined, and it'll be 4th down.
We'll have to see what it is. I think with an illegal man downfield, I don't know whether the down counts or not. That would be a. Let's see what they say.
Ineligible, downfield, penalty is declined. Okay. 3rd down. 4th down. Excuse me.
The Weedsport fans all holding up the 4, actually. Look at the time of possession there. Tuckahoe has really kind of put together the longer drives, and Weedsport's been a little quick strike on him. 14 extra minutes, more than a quarter longer in this game. They've held the football, and they're going for it on 4th down. And now the Weedsport fans really making some noise. Double handoff, Tuckahoe.
You got it.
Leaning forward on the second effort. He's going to be close. He needed to get to the 19. And it looks like he's being spotted just inside the 20. So he could be about a foot or two short. And he is. Weedsport hold.
He is short. It looked like that last leap made it. They've done this reverse, and they've had good success with it. See the blocking angles it gives you? It's very difficult, but Knight, Coolbaugh,
Kerry Green there holding on for dear life.
Let's watch it right here. Watch Green and Coolbaugh. Coolbaugh's 10-53 is Green, and it's going to turn the ball over.
So they hold the ball for more than 7 minutes, but come up empty-handed, and 1st down over that same play to Adam Sweet, and just overthrown.
That a little better covered that play, however, and you see that.
Yeah, they were a little more ready for it that time.
It was a streak right down the hash mark, and still might have been able to get it had the ball not been overthrown. They had 2 guys covered him, but he had a pretty good jump on him, but much closer than the touchdown throw in the 1st quarter.
Trying to loosen up that Tuckahoe defense that has dug in and
good point.
Stopped the Warriors stone cold. Last few possessions, they had a couple 3-and-outs back-to-back in the 2nd quarter. And their first possession here in the 2nd half starts on their own 20. Nice cutback by Bach, and another one, and a 1st down. Brandon Bach, 12-yard pickup out to the 32.
Well, you're getting nothing but 8 in the box from these guys. You know, that's why they threw the ball, trying to loosen them up so the safeties can't come up from their 7-yard deep position. And what happens is Bach makes a nice little move there, cuts it back to the middle, and picked up the first down.
And look at Brad Bach, his younger brother. Younger, maybe a couple seconds younger.
Right.